Hello, welcome back to school. I hope you're as excited for a new school year as I am. I'm Leanne Havely, Curriculum and Instruction and Professional Learning Coordinator, and I'm going to quickly talk you through some of the changes that we made to the Science and Social Studies documents this summer. The subjects that were affected were fifth grade science, all of middle and high school science, and then all of middle and high school social studies. So every single course that we teach, 5th through 12th grade in science and 6th through 12th grade in social studies, have changes to them. We spent 2 days in June doing some curriculum writing and review. Our focal points this year were a little different than what we've done in the past. We didn't focus so much on revising the scope and sequence or the units as we have in the past. What we instead shifted our focus to was creating lesson plans that can be edited and modified and used in your classrooms, looking at things like disciplinary literacy, empowering students, asking relevant questions, finding evidence, demonstrating understanding, and inquiry and concept-based learning. So the teacher spent 2 days both writing and learning. There was a lot of professional learning embedded into these 2 days. And I'm really excited about the work they did and the products that they created, and I think we have a really good plan going forward for how we're going to continue this excellent work that they've started. If you're interested in the resources and the professional learning that the teachers were engrossed in for those 2 days, you can enroll in this Cabarrus County Canvas course. It's got all of our Curriculum Review Week information, past and present. So I'm going back and I'm finding the archives, and I've even found stuff from 2014 that I'm going to put in here. So you'll be able to sort of see the progression and the iteration on this journey that we've taken over the past few years with curriculum writing and review. As always, you can access our curriculum on the Curriculum and Instruction website, which is linked here, or you can access it through the elementary school, middle school, or high school Canvas courses, and the enroll codes for both of these are here as well. The elementary course and the middle and high school course are undergoing some pretty big changes, which your specialist will share with you. We're also very excited about those. But if you have questions when you get into the elementary school course, contact Tiffany Nickel, Heidi Little, or Jessie Enlow. And if you have questions about the middle or high school courses, you can contact Jamie Abercrombie, Jessica Enlow, Carl Sane, or myself. So in regards to the year-long maps and the changes to the scope and sequence, only one course actually had a change in its scope and sequence, and that was 8th grade Earth and Environmental. And this was done to better align to the 8th grade science scope and sequence, and also to allow those teachers who are teaching both of those courses to plan and align their work a bit better, and it also allows for better alignment to the district benchmarks. In world history, the scope and sequence didn't change, but the unit names changed on your curriculum documents. And this was simply to better reflect the intent of the standards that are found within each unit, but the order that they're taught didn't change at all. The big changes come in the unit maps. So what's new this year? Like I said, we spent 2 days in professional learning and in writing. And what we did was we created these lessons that are focused on disciplinary literacy, engaging students in the work of the discipline, so getting them to read, write, think, and speak like scientists or like historians or social scientists. And then within that document, which I'll show you in a moment, we've provided evidence for you. We know that teachers spend a lot of time looking for resources and looking for documents. And so instead of allowing teachers to spend all this time going down that wormhole that is Google, we found those things for you, and we've put them into one spot so that you have access to these vetted resources and these vetted documents right at your fingertips. When you go into our curriculum, in stage 1, you'll see links now it could be under essential questions, it could be under enduring understandings, it could be under students will know, or it could be under students will be able to. If you click on these links, these will take you to the lessons that our curriculum writers have created. When you click on the link, it's going to ask you to make a copy of the document. And the reason behind this is one, we don't want people in there editing the work that the curriculum writers did, but two, we want you to have autonomy to be able to take this lesson and modify it and make it your own. So don't feel like it's something that you have to follow lockstep. It's something that's there as a guide. It's a template or a framework for you. And then you can take it and make it your own and edit it and do with it as you please, but you'll have those resources there to help guide you as you do this. Some of the things that you'll see when you open the templates, we start with the relevant questions. So thinking about those essential questions and how we engage students and get them thinking critically about the topic we're about to teach. So they wrote relevant questions that you could ask your students to draw them into the lesson, to launch that lesson and get them thinking. You'll see the authors. Because they're the writers of this, if there's something that you have a question about and you don't want to reach out to me or Jesse, reach out to one of the writers. They know that people may have questions about this. And part of being on this team was being available and being able to answer these questions. So you'll see their names and you'll be able to reach out to them. You'll see the standards and clarifying objectives that the lesson's aligned to, and then the unit that this lesson is aligned to as well. This is a bigger picture. This is one of our lessons that was created, and you can see how it's all right here. So you have the creating the context and the background information, different strategies that you could use in your classroom. When you click on those links, it's going to take you to an explanation of what that strategy is. So how can you do a think, pair, share? And then it'll also provide you these resources. So if you look down here where it says evidence list, you'll be able to click on that and it'll take you right to that evidence that you can then print and use in your classroom. And then the last part of these is always going to be the formative assessment or checkpoints of learning that you can use. Again, if you have any questions, you can reach out to the authors of the lesson, or you can reach out to me or Jesse Enlow. So I really want to thank you for your time. I'm super excited about this work that they did. If you see one of our writers and you want to give them a high five or a pat on the back, because they really did work very hard for 2 days. And like I said, we have plans to continue this work going forward, which I'll be communicating shortly. In the meantime, if you have questions, feel free to email me or Jesse Enlow or any of your writers. I hope you have a wonderful first day back and a wonderful school year. Thank you.